Hello and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. We are just making our way through the forest here itself to our yard so we can drop off the harvester. This is essentially a continuation from the last episode, although not recorded immediately after. As you might be able to tell, I am a bit under the weather today, but the show must go on, as they say. So look at this. I've had other big equipment struggle up this hill, but then this combine just powers up it with such elegance and ease. Unbelievable. Not complaining, but that's good. Right. I did bring the lorry up. Actually, we turn the whole lights on. There we go. With the trailer, so we do have this one with 59,400 litres, 59,400 litres of sunflowers, and 17,235 in that one. So we've got a nice amount. It was a nice little harvest, I have to admit. We'll just get everything tidied out. I just want to clean this very quickly. I do find that quite handy that the wheels rotate on the back axle here of the header trailer. It's better than having just the front. As a free axle, I find it's a bit easier to reverse, although I am going to drive it in. I'm not going to reverse it in right now, but yes, that is a nice little touch. Get that done as well. And then on to the combine itself, which has been absolutely brilliant. Once we figured out how to unfold it, which again just required a bit of patience, we were really able to, oops, look at that, ran away from that, really able to get it going, so happy days there. Right, we'll just finish this up, park it up, and then we should really check on some productions actually, so that is what we'll do next. Right, all done there, enter the combine, and for now I'll just drive it in to get it out of the elements. There we have it. Fantastic. Right, might take the lorry down because we need to see what we have to sell. We've got loads of items production-wise, so we'll have a look at that in just a minute. Alright, so the first place we'll check is the boatyard, and we do require some metal. Right, one pallet of, well, a third of a pallet, really, so that's not bad at all. We should have a look at the sheep and see how they are doing as well. So we need one pallet of metal over there. Right, we've got 65 animals there. I think I'll just use that to load up the metal. Oh wow, look at all this wool we have now. 65 here. Oh yeah, we are in the wool game now. Right, well, what I'll do at this time is I will get the metal. I'll just use the Kubota. Get the lights on there and the beacons. Could put some lights. Although it's not dark, is it? But it seems a bit darkish. But yeah, we'll just put lights on for safety. Right, so we'll go collect some metal, and then we'll get all that wool sorted as well. The other productions are all wood-based, really. So what we'll have to do with those, well, I guess we'll just have to have a look. Because if the boat is nearly produced, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm in two minds about further pursuing another boat. We do have items to do it, so I will probably just use all the items we have left, make one more boat, and then call that a day on the boats, because that will have been boat number 4 or 5. Bloody Nora! Whew! That is the first time that the bloody train has tried to attack me. So not bad for 42 episodes. Not bad at all. Blimey, I did not see it. I have to review the footage, but I did not. I did not see it coming at all. Right. Well, we'll take our one... Now that we're awake, we'll take that one pallet of metal required down to... Oh, hello. Oh no, no bouncy metal, please. Not today. Look at that. Beautiful. 1,000 litres will do. Fantastic. Right, now the train is definitely not coming, so we will make our way over to the boatyard, and so we'll see you there in a moment. Alright, so the whole thing can go into storage. That's absolutely fine. I thought it was going to take the whole thing for a second. So that, alright, we'll go here, check it out. So we've got loads of metal, so that's fine. This must be the last step before it goes out, and then it needs fabric, which it will need more of. So actually, we should have brought over some more fabric. So we'll bring over another... Oh, I'm just crashing into everybody, it seems. I'll bring over 2 pallets of fabric, because I believe we would need that. If I do make another boat as well, we'll need that. I'm just driving like a lunatic, no indicating or anything. Right, we'll go and collect 2 pieces of 2 pallets of fabric, bring them over to the boatyard, and then we'll take the rest over to the tailor shop, which you can see in the distance there. That's our newest addition. As far as the... Alright, well, just the 2 that we have can go to the boatyard, no problem, because I believe we need 500? Well, we have to come back anyways, so I will bring both, just in case. We'll double check. Right, I'll get these sorted. Come on. There we are. And we'll see you back at the boatyard. Right, so I know one absolutely for certain. So I'll get one in and see about the second. Oh, never mind, we've seen about the second, and yes, I did need the 2, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that train situation again. It could have been so much worse, but I wonder if it happened because I said yesterday, not yesterday, in the last episode, I said that I'm always in good standing with the train, because it always appears in the back of my time lapses, or it's, you know, nearby, and it's always very nice, but now I'm just terrified if it's going to just come out of nowhere. It might pop off the rails and fly at me on the road. Who knows? Probably not that, though. Right, we'll get this wool sorted, and then I do want to look at a new piece of land for the future. Here we go to the far side first. That piece of land I mentioned in the last episode is the grassy bit that we would have to plough up. But my thoughts were more along the lines of, yeah, we could plough up, but should we bother cutting it first? Right, I'll do this in third person so it's not a mess. Because, well, the reason I'm thinking that is because it's not great grass anyways, and I think the sheep are still doing fine. Well, now that I have loads of sheep, I should probably get some more grass for them. What I might do is cut that grass then, and sorry, I've just had 2 contradicting ideas back to back, but that happens often. That happens often, and it's not a bad thing. And if you do that when you're gaming, even in life, mate, there's nothing wrong with that. Sorry, I'm not trying to turn this into something else. Just having a good laugh with it. But yeah, no, it's totally fine to do that, and I do it all the time, all the time on my series, where I'll basically say one thing, and then the next second, right, get off, mate. What are you doing? Go on. Hello? Is it full up? Not even close. Not even close. Right. Hello. There we go. Brilliant. Well, I'll do the rest of this. I was going to do it in a time lapse, but I'm just going to do it off camera because it's not all that exciting. But yeah. Point of all that is it's okay to change your mind. Right, I'll crack on with this and we'll see when we're done. Right, well, I've finished with all of the different sheep related items except for the feedings, because they do need water and wool and grass rather in the future, but not just yet. Speaking of grass though, we are in this sort of meadow area. It's not really a field at all yet, but what I will do is cut it because the grass is long. It's the last opportunity I have to cut it because we are into November and winter is coming, and with it being October and there's a bit of rain towards the end of the day, I've decided to, yeah, we'll cut this, bale it, and then we can decide if we want to wrap it to sell or if we need it for the sheep. So what we'll do next is, yeah, we'll hop to the... Well, I suppose we would hop to our Kubota again. I've parked it back here and use that. Although we do have a very small mowing setup, but it should be fine. It's not that big of a space where it should be an issue. We'll just get a nice little time-lapse out of it. Right, for now, I'll just put the front loader here. And then the weight as well. Actually, I'll just put the weight against here. Just for safekeeping. And then we can attach to our mower, which will be fine. I'm not too worried about any sort of 8 meters there is fine. We are taking a bit advantage of the harvesting side of things with our 18, I believe it's 18 meters or 15 or 18 meters is massive anyways. But right, we will head over to this little area, we'll get it cut. But, oh, I suppose we have to buy it first, don't we? Right, we should probably do that as well. So we'll do it as soon as we get into the field. And I reckon I will keep times at times 1 for now. Oops, there's a train coming. It is, look at that. Look at the timing on that. Unbelievable. He's probably like, ooh, it's that Kubota again. Have you noticed it's always in the Kubota that it's a close call? Suspicious. Must not like Kubotas. Right. Area 41. Well, sorry. Farmland 41 is 50,771, and we will buy it. It's not very expensive. Now, look at all we own. It's quite a bit of space. Right. We'll get this opened up. Also, just a quick thing before... Oh, right. I'm not a huge fan of the offset, and it's not a big deal anyways if we do... it's not like we're going to damage the grass, because it's not great grass to begin with. I know it's a bit more realistic if you do it offset, I suppose. Anyways, I don't want anyone to worry if this seems like it's not... or if it's no longer a... what do you call it, a farming series, or a logging series rather, but it is still, I promise you that. We will be... Right, that's perfect, we'll do that. We have our windrower to collect, that's fine. We'll leave a bit of a gap between the fence, because the fence is always trouble. But right, logging will continue in the winter time. We'll get a few things going. I mean, we do have loads of trees. If anything, I may even just load up containers. Now that we have that new trailer, I'm pretty certain that it can actually expand to fit a container properly. I've been putting containers on the original base game flatbed whatever trailer, and it's been fine. But I think that the one we have now, our new trailer, is actually the better option for us. So we shall sort that out when the time comes, but I would like to do another container, or a few more containers at least, versus filling up productions. But we'll see, we'll see. We still have loads of products from productions to sell anyways, so yeah, we'll see how it all gets done. I suppose I could have went straight to the edge with that one, but it's fine. When I plough it up, I won't go straight to the edge. I'll probably leave a bit of a grassy border. Right, get this headland done. I might even go over it again, actually, just to get that edge, because it does look, yeah, it looks, might as well cut it all. I'll go back over it afterwards, but yes, this is a bit more of a job than I thought initially, but we'll get the beacons off, and we have a nice sunset at least to accompany us while we do this, and probably get a few more views of that bloody train. Although it does look nice in the background of a time-lapse. Yeah, very nice. Look at that. Wonderful. Right, we'll crack on with this, and, well, we'll see you when it's all done. Right, well, as you can see, we are nearly done all of the mowing. By this point, you'll notice it's not a straight through time-lapse, because that would have been... Basically, the whole episode would have been tending to this field, which I want some of it to be, but not all of it. Anyways, I've come to a decision of what to do. Just to ponder while I was mowing. So, ideally, this field will be rowed up nicely and quickly as well as baled. But then we'll collect the bales, but without doing anything to them yet. We will keep them as just grass, and then we have the option in the future to use the extractor, for example, to ferment them into silage, which would be very interesting. I'd like to give that a go. But between this field, once it's ploughed up and it becomes an actual arable crop field, I will definitely be putting corn in to this field as well as all other fields. So what my plan is to take advantage of the new Go Whale DLC that's dropped recently to try the stationary balers. I'd like to do some corn chaff, some maize, and yeah, see how the balers work. So that is the plan for the future. I've decided now. We can do sunflowers in the future again. I would like to, but hello train. But we shall see. Right, as it stands, we're just about done, so we'll wrap this up. The next time we see you, we'll be in here with the rake. My favourite part of it all, the baling. We did have about 4,400 litres in the baler, so that's very nice, and these should be, if I'm not mistaken, maximum size bales. I will, I will reset it now. Control X. Right, let's go and see how many we get off this bit. I'll half count this one. I should probably remember that it doesn't automatically drop out before we get too carried away. Brilliant. Right, that is the right size. The straw bales are much bigger, aren't they? 7,500. Still 1.3 tons. Blimey, that's a heavy thing. A very, very heavy thing. Right, well, I probably will crack on a bit in the first-person view, as I do actually enjoy the baling. It's very nice. You go up and down the rows and that, and the rows are turned out nice as well. Look at that. It's like a sea of rows. Lovely. Well, we'll crack on with it. Enough of me rambling. We almost have another bale, and look at that for timing as well. Beautiful, that. Get the trailer, the train and the baler together, a trailer. Get it? Right, okay, let's crack on, and we'll see you when the baling is done. So here we are, finally, almost at the end of the baling. And again, I love the baling, but there was a lot of bales. This was a much bigger space than I originally thought, I suppose. So as you can see, we have many, many bales, and we just about have another one. And I believe, if I do check, 27 bales, so we'll get another one more bale. Just got to find a nice thick patch here for 7%. I know there's quite a few missed bits. Look at that, every time. It's lovely with the train there. Right, well this is 94, so what I'll do is I'll quickly collect the rest. We'll get our final bale, and then we can move on to potentially getting them collected. Have to look at an auto stack for that. Right, we're almost there for the 28th bale. We'll see you when we get it. With darkness nearly approaching, we have 8 litres to go for bale number 28. Brilliant. Now you can stop screaming at me. Just to confirm, 28, and we've made 50 total, so we've made more than half in this session alone. So that's pretty brilliant. Pleased about that. Good morning and welcome to November. Right, so we finished October with our baling, and now we're here at the shop to collect a new item. So this is everything we own. What are we looking for? Bale loaders, yes, so we are going to go with the Anderson RBM 2000. It can do 24 round bales of any size, which is perfect. That's 2 trips exactly. So we will collect this, put the BKTs on, give it a nice new identity, and there we have it, 50,500, which at this point just spending money, I suppose, just because we have it. We didn't need to do this, but I'd prefer to do it. We do have rain approaching as well, towards 11 AM, so the bales are still in the field. We'll collect them. We'll bring them to the sheep's area. Yeah, I think that'll be the best option. Bring them to the sheep area, and then at the very least from there we can get them wrapped into silage, a silage sausage, or perhaps we can keep some for grass for the sheep, but we shall see. Right, very quickly before we head there, I just want to see. Oh, it's outside. Right, so everything required are wood beams, which we have enough of. Floor tiles the same. Oh no, we need floor tiles here. That's it though, just the floor tiles. The wood beams seem to be fine, but we might have to bring them as well. So we will bring 1 pallet of floor tiles down here at some point. It still has a bit to process, so that is fine. 5 litres though, so we should do it fairly quickly. But in the meantime, we will... You can see all the happy bales there. We'll get them all collected. It should be, yeah, exactly 2 trips. Let's see, we should unfold like that. We'll get this first one here. Turn the beacons off. And so my plan, yeah, just collect them, and then, as I say, I'll leave them in the sheep's area somewhere to be dealt with later on. I might have to deal with the sheep as well today. For the end of this, towards the end of the episode here, that's what we'll be dealing with. Productions, including the sheep. Feeding them, watering them, making sure they're all set in that regard, as well as checking the other productions. We don't really have any productions that are that we have to do. The clothing is a nice little new thing that we're doing. However, it's not a massive priority, I suppose, to get that looked at. Although any fabric remaining will go there. We will have a bit left over in the boatyard though, but that's fine. Right, I'll crack on with this. I'll put this and the second load into a time lapse, and then I'll decide exactly where I want to put them. Somewhere along the side, out of the way, so that they can easily be grabbed when we need to wrap them, or easily grabbed to feed the sheep. Either way works for me, but we'll collect the rest and get it all done. Alright, so I think I found a perfect place for these. I will tuck them along the side of this last barn, because there is a bit of room here that's out of the way. We could put them alongside some other ones, but then I also have room to work if I do want to wrap them with the extractor. So I will just leave them to the side, and for all intents and purposes we'll assume they are covered as well. Make sure they're nice. Look at the sheep, all curious about it. Right, so I also realised, for some reason, I don't know why, but I knew I had 28 bales, and I thought that the capacity for this was 14. So I read 14, but it was in fact, and is in fact, 24. So I don't know how, but it doesn't matter, that's fine. We only have a few more to go. The other ones I think I'll unload over towards the towards where I have the other sheep ones, my sheep bales, because then they can be for the sheep. Brilliant. Just like that. Right, and we're off. Right, we'll collect the rest and drop them by the sheep. Alright, well this is my plan, so if I can get them in there very nicely, just as they were when I manually stacked them, and happy days. Right, well, let's see what happens. Oh, perfect. If anything, it's better than when I stacked them before myself. Brilliant. Well, about the same, I'd say. Anyways, now that we have this trailer, I suppose we need a place for it as well. And I think the best place is in the bushes, out of the way. Not over there. Actually, see, this is the perfect opportunity. We can just tuck it away, just around the shed here, and hidden near this rock. Near it, not on it. Brilliant. Perfect. Right, well, we can leave that there for the time being. I think that's fine to have kept outside. From here, we do need to head back to the shop, because now that that field is empty, I would like to tend to it with a plough. So I would like to open it up and get some more seed in the ground. I'm not entirely certain. I would like to plant corn, though. I think that would be cool to do some foraging, because we have done the sunflowers, and I did want to do them. That was the first thing I wanted to do. But now we can try some new things, some exciting and different things as well. Although before I do this, I'll park up at the shop, but I won't buy the plough just yet. I do want to bring that floor tiles pallet over to the boatyard. So let's find, right, whereas Flooring Fantasies is there. So let's find, right, staircase railings. Odd. Can't remember why I had them on. Oh, right, I think they are to go to, sorry mate, they're to go to Elm Creek, so they'll be on the train, actually, with the metal, when we eventually do sell that as well. Right, okay, very quickly, before we move on, I want to park up here, just to see what I'm missing. Right. So, the two in the front here are missing. I obviously don't know what they are. There's one here as well. And then this one. Pretty much all the... Alright. There's one in the back. This one. I'm missing more than I thought. Like 8 of them or 9 of them. Right, so maybe one day I should go on a collecting adventure. A hunt, if you will. A statue hunt. Oh, right. Is that the door? No, it is actually not. Right, okay, we'll see you actually back over at the boatyard. We'll get the flooring tiles collected very quickly, we'll move on to the boatyard, and then carry on with our day. Alright, and start taking the floor tiles. Actually, don't need all of them, but I might as well take them all now. Right, and they're gone. Alright, so we'll head straight into ploughs, although I do... Yes, it is a plough. I was going to say it's a subsoiler, it is, but it's in the plough category. We're just going to lease it, because we don't need a whole load of plough. What else could we possibly plough, really? Colour is fine, because anything else will charge us money. We will pay the bit extra for that, but let's lease it for under £1,000. Brilliant. And look at that, it is massive as well, isn't it? Right, my apologies, I will fold that up. I did forget to check on productions. Right, so here we have no wood, but we do have things. These can be sold out of here, but it would be nice actually to very quickly visit and have a look. Do we have any at all? Oh, we don't have any. Right, so we'll sort that. The next one, we know here there are... Right, there's many buckets, many buckets, and bathtubs as well. So those two things can be sold. What do we have? Missing... Oh, right, we can deactivate that, that's fine. Here, furniture factory. So we have a few things, nothing that we need for anything else. So we can all... For anything that we can't get a complete pallet... Oh, look at that, that's unfortunate. We'll just sell it from here, eventually, when the price is right. Floor tiles. We had a few left. There are... I believe there was 7 left when we got the one I needed. Shingles as well. There's a massive pile though. Oh no, I've taken it. I have sold it. Brilliant. Okay. Right, I feel like I did record a few episodes before in advance, and I must have forgotten what I sold. Here we have the another half a pallet of staircase railings. Right, the old sawmill's the only one I will probably feed anything into. And then we have a little bit of everything. Right, wood chips. When are they good to sell? Yeah, this is just brilliant all the time. And that's fine. Oh, we should activate that. Yes, please do. Brilliant. But yes, what? Here, let's have a look. Very quickly, just while we're here, in the vicinity, sort of nearby. Look at the train. Always with the train. Brilliant. Right, do you see that massive pile? That has to be our wood chips. And I already know they are, but I just want to see how much more we actually have. Right, because it spits it out from this thing here. Right, we can't actually see. It's a fair amount of wood chips. I don't know how worth it is selling. Well, let's have a quick look, I suppose. Would be worth it. Best price 1905 in January, which we're approaching. So we'll look at it then. But in the meantime, we'll head back here and we'll head to our new field. I'm going to call it field number 3 because field number 1 and 2 are this previously sunflowers, and this one is not really a field, I don't think. Does it have a no? It doesn't have a, it has 41, but we'll call it field 3. Right, see you there. Alright, well, I think we'll go up the side here. I will leave a bit of a border as well. Actually, better option will be to go this way first, so we can leave a nice amount of room against the fence. A fair amount, because then we can tidy this end up a bit nicer as well. So we'll go in a bit, and that should be fine. Even that's a bit tight, but then I can go up this way as well to start the process. So actually, we'll go in a bit closer, because we'll probably do a headland first of whatever it is we're doing. And if not, well, then I've got myself in a spot of bother, I suppose. Right, we'll lower it down. Should be able to just hit Y, and there we have it. So we'll just go nice and easy. Actually, it's very fast, isn't it? 17 kilometers an hour. Blimey. Right, we'll try and keep nice and level with the fence. We can always touch up as we need. I just want to have a nice little distance. Same with going up the other way. And I reckon at this speed, with this width, it shouldn't be all that bad. Although, I suppose we'll have to see. I'm going to put a bit of a curve on. Right, that wasn't too bad at all. Again, we'll touch that up. And I might even go close to the fence when I go back round, because, again, we can just use that as the first headland. We'll start on one of the edges near the fence, and that should be fine. Absolutely fine. Yeah, nice level job there. I probably will actually be a bit cheeky and just curve the first bit. Give a bit of a grassy edge. That's just more for look, really. Don't need it, but it's alright. Excellent. So, the plan, as you know, obviously sunflowers in the other fields and that, but I would like to look into doing some corn and maize. Again, we don't have any cows or anything to feed it to, for silage-wise, so it would just be to sell, but that's absolutely fine. And we have the rain now, so this will be a nice... I don't know if this is something we should do in the rain, but we have started, so I suppose it's already underway. I don't know. I suppose in a real-life situation you'd probably stop, wouldn't you? You wouldn't... or I knew the rain was coming, I probably wouldn't have started, to be honest. But it's alright, we have to get it done. And, yeah, it shouldn't take too long at all. So I will toss it into a time-lapse as we kind of start to wrap things up. And then eventually we'll have these 3 massive fields to do with what we like. Be it corn or sunflowers, we shall see. Right, I just want to close this up. As I said, I might go a bit tighter on the field there. Well, I guess that tight. Blimey. Okay, well, we'll do this again. I will throw on a time-lapse and I will start getting everything cleaned up. Make it look very nice and ploughed. Right, well, all of the ploughing has finally been completed. Now, I will do a quick peruse of the perimeter to make certain that I haven't missed anything. Hello, train. But it does look all good. I actually will go back on that far side to get it cleaned up a bit. But I believe this side's fine. Actually, I might come down a bit. Right, I'll do a bit of off-camera tidying. The fence sides are fine, but I do see a bit of... I'd like to clean this bit up here. I think that could really be beneficial. I'm going to try without lowering it, just to see if I can do a small bit like that, if that works. That's a shame. That would be cool. Right, okay, I'll very quickly here get that done, and we'll see you in a moment. Alright, well, we are all done with the plough, so now we can actually go here and return it. Also, before I forget, we can head to our precision farming menu as well and purchase the land. Oh no, we cannot. So it would seem that we actually have to use the scout to collect data for this field, which is a bit unfortunate, because yeah, you see here purchase soil information, here purchase soil information, but here nothing. It's too bad. But that's cool that it shows the earnings from each field and how good that is, really. That's brilliant. However, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. If there's a way to analyze the soil with a sensor, which may be possible, I'm not 100% certain, that'd be great to know. But if we have to use the scout, that's fine as well. Right, well, as always, thank you so much for watching, and until the next episode, please do take care, and bye for now.